Have you ever been stuck trying to figure out how you could portray yourself towards other people to feel accepted? Because I can tell you this right now. That right there is the biggest mistake that you can make mentally, and it will stop you from achieving all of the goals that you want to accomplish. Guys, my name is Ben. All right, I'm just a 17-year-old that is trying to change my life. And I have gone through a big problem, and that is just trying to feel accepted by other people by doing everything that I can possible in terms of the way I look, the way I act, the way that I talk, to feel like I'm, just accepted in today's society towards everybody and what they think about. And I have pushed away from that mindset because I'm actively changing the way I think about things. And I think that this video is going to correlate with you if you clicked on this, and not just for some miraculous reason to see some kid in a car, which I'm almost in 10 days not even going to be a kid. But to get to it, you're here for a reason. You're listening to me talk for a reason. So all I ask is that you're going to watch this video. Please just take 10 minutes out of your time. If you have to pause it and come back, completely okay. But let me dive right into it. So let me just give a little backstory of who I am, where I come from, and kind of what I'm doing now. So as you guys know, I talk about this a lot in my videos. I have gone through a lot of trials and errors within the last 6 months. But within the last, couple of years, especially all of high school and even middle school and a little bit of elementary school too, I was so focused on how I was portrayed. I was so focused on the way people thought about me that I let it consume me. And if you are in that position too, where you feel like you have to change the way you act around a certain group of people, you have to change the way that you display yourself, well, you're most likely not hanging with the right group of people. And that is kind of an overall message to anybody, because I'm sure you felt that at least once in your life. I mean, come on now. I'm sure that you've tried to impress a girl or a guy before. I'm sure you've tried to impress people that are older than you or better than you at a certain thing that you do, and that's normal, okay? For me personally, I'm a scooter rider, I'm a wrestler, I'm a content creator, and whenever I'm surrounded by people who are, a little bit better at something that I currently do, obviously I'm going to bring my A game because I want to portray myself in a great way. And that is completely different from portraying yourself as a different person to feel accepted by other people. So let me put this in an example here. If you are if you're an athlete, all right, let's say you are in high school football and you're surrounded by an NFL player at some type of camp, you're going to try your best to perform well, and that's completely okay. But if you are surrounded by a friend group and they are, swearing a lot, they're smoking, they're doing alcohol, they're not working out, maybe they're a little bit fat, they're not fit, and you surround yourself with those people, and deep down inside you're not that type of person, but when you hang around them, you change the way you talk and you change the way you act to feel like you're in the little group and you're in the clique. That's not a good thing. And I know for me personally, I was a lot younger when I did this, but I would, try to act cool in front of my friends, and especially in like elementary school, I would, swear in front of my mom, and I would try to crack these inappropriate jokes that was just not okay as a little kid, and obviously it's funny now looking back at it, but as soon as, my mom would drop these kids off, I would act normal again, and I would act just me. And I noticed, and I never had my parents really tell me, but within the last, couple of months, that I don't have to change the way I act to feel accepted. I don't have to be this different person to get, attention. All I have to do is be organically me. And if you're in that position right now, understand that, if you're going into college or if you're going into a new job, just be yourself. Like, genuinely, be yourself. Talk the way you talk, dress the way you want to dress. I mean, I used to be so focused on how I looked, and at the end of the day, people don't give a shit about what you look like. They don't care about the clothes you're wearing, how expensive they are. Because at the end of the day, they're just focused on themselves. And that's kind of why I'm bringing up this topic on this video in specific, is that if you can just focus exactly on what you're doing and how you can benefit yourself, how you could level up yourself, you will get so much better at whatever you're trying to accomplish, all right? If that is physically, go to the gym every single day. You don't have to wear a pump cover to cover up your flaps on your belly. You don't have to wear a $1,000 sweatshirt that you bought off Chrome Hearts to feel accepted by all these people wearing nice clothes at your school. That's not how this is. Be thankful for the exact position that you're in. Be thankful for who you are. You are organically you, all right? You are literally one of a million. I want you to think about that right now. This isn't cliche. This isn't a joke. This isn't to make you feel accepted or get motivated. You're genuinely one in a million. Like, genuinely. You won the race. Okay? You won the race and you were birthed. You were given an opportunity by the Lord Himself to live a beautiful life, and you've already gone through beautiful things. Think about it. I want you to just look back in the last couple of years. You've gone through beautiful things. You've gone through some things that haven't been the best. All right? Now let those past mistakes or those past wins or those great moments, kind of linger within to help you make the right decisions in the future. But don't let it overtake you. All right? Don't let it overtake your mind. All right? Don't let these people that you used to hang around with drive you into becoming a different person. I mean, obviously that is a factor, but I low-key let go of the past. I mean, in high school, I was so focused on feeling accepted. I would do everything I could. I would hop around different friend groups. I would try to be the class clown. Some days I would come to school and say I'm not going to say a word. I lied. I would say a word and then I would be very happy. It's just a matter of if you can turn your mindset into being thankful for the opportunities you're given, being thankful for the person that you are. I mean, I'm a 5'5" individual who is about to be an adult. And things aren't the easiest for me in terms of, finding a woman. All right, it's not the easiest, and I'll be straightforward with it because people are looking for different things. Oh well, I can't change that. God has made me for a reason. God has made you for a reason, and exactly you, because He has a plan for you. He knows what you're going through and how you're going to overcome it. He has a plan for you. So don't change the way you display yourself to feel accepted. Because He accepts you. Like, genuinely, He does. And I know you guys might feel kind of like a little lost in the way you look. And I have to go through that a lot. I mean, I have body dysmorphia. I don't even know if that's the right word. But sometimes I look at myself and I think, oh, I could have a way better six-pack. Sometimes I look at myself and say, I could have a bigger bicep. Sometimes I say my chest is too big compared to my legs. Whatever. You know what you can do to fix it? Go to the gym. You know what you can do? Go hit cardio. You can eat better. You can live a better life. You can stay away from drugs, alcohol, all of this. It's entirely your decision to change things that you can control, but anything else that you can't, accept it and move forward, okay? Just move on. I know and I understand what you're going through. Why you're listening to this message right now is because you decided to take time out of your day to hear what I have to say about this. And you're not here watching all the way through this 8-minute and 30-second mark thinking, oh, I could change my life right now if I could listen to this guy. No, that's not how this is, all right? I'm making this to show you that we are going through trials in our life. We are going through not the same things, but almost kind of correlating with each other in terms of that it's okay. It's time to accept who you are and to just be yourself. Be yourself. People will love you for you, and your parents told you that. You had some friends tell you that. You've had many people tell you that if you're just yourself, you'll feel accepted. But it's the second that you try to change into a person that you know you're not, that you'll get bad energy. You'll get bad money coming in. You'll get bad people coming into your life, and you don't need that. And I told you this before, and it's kind of like that course I used to sell. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a scam. It wasn't fake. It just wasn't me. I didn't feel appropriate selling something that I didn't take 110% control of the fulfillment for the people I sold to. I didn't feel appropriate on selling a lifestyle to people that isn't 110% guaranteed. So I stepped away from it because it wasn't true to myself. Obviously, the money was good. You know, having $10,000 in your bank account is a great feeling compared to most, 17-year-olds that just graduate high school that are my age. They probably don't have that, and I'm blessed. And I learned my lesson through that month and a half, 2 months of selling a course, but I moved on because I wanted to feel myself. I wanted to feel real. That's why I'm making these videos, just documenting where my mind's going, where my life is going. And I know it's going to be a very beautiful thing because I'm on the right track. I know I am. I have a plan, I have a vision, and it's just time to execute. I record these videos because I think that you watching this right now have some type of correlation with me or the message that I have to say, and that's why you're here. You're here because you are just you, and you can't change anything. So don't change it. Just be you and find people who accept you for yourself. And that's honestly it. Like, genuinely, you know what you're supposed to do. You know the decision you're supposed to make. You know the people that you should kind of stop hanging around. You know kind of that it's time to grow up a little bit. It's time to mature into the person you know you're going to become and just let the flow flow. Go with the water. You don't have to go against the current. You don't have to jump into waters that you're not familiar with. You don't. And that's life right there. I'm not a wise old 80-year-old man. I'm just a 17-year-old going through life just like you. If you're in your 20s, if you're a teenager, if you're in your 30s, if you're 70, it doesn't matter. You're going through something. Okay. So what? The day's going to restart tomorrow. So let it restart. Refresh your mind. Understand that it's okay. Fuck what these people say about you. Screw what they say about your physical appearance, the way you act, the amount of money you have. It doesn't matter. It literally does not matter. All that matters is that you are you. And I've said that many times in this video. I know it's probably getting a little annoying. You're hearing me rant about it, but that's okay. Sometimes it's good to rant. Sometimes it's good to listen to people rant because you can maybe pick at least one little thing from this video and let that move into your day tomorrow. And hopefully you do have a good day tomorrow because I am. And if I'm telling myself I am, I will. And if you tell yourself you will have a good day, you will. So I'm going to end it here in terms of, the message that I talked about. And I'm going to kind of explain what's going to happen in the next week. Tomorrow, I'm taking a flight to Miami at 9 a.m. I'm going to Josh Chang's mastermind. The content is about to go crazy. I have some good ideas. I literally have been home for one day, 24 hours, and I'm about to go back out for another week. So the last freaking 2 months has been insane, from going to Dallas to Houston to Chicago for 2 days, the street jam to Woodward, Pennsylvania, to the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, to missing my flight, to coming back to Chicago for a day, to going to Miami. It's going to be a crazy, crazy one. I'm blessed. I've had a crazy summer. I'm just going with the flow, and I expect you to do the same thing. So, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Genuinely, if you watched this whole video, just please leave a comment, anything, just so I know if anybody's going through anything, I can help you out, maybe give some pieces of advice. If you guys want to see different types of videos, maybe some type of editing formats, I don't know. I'm just trying to keep it raw and organic, just a God document in my life. So if you need anything, please let me know. You could shoot me a DM on Instagram, just B4NNYRax, Benny Rax on Instagram. I'll be happy to help you out. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching. Remember, stay hungry, stay motivated, and stay freaking racking, baby. I'll catch you on the next one.